Hi guys, it's Orla and it's 40 something books, and I decided to do a haul video today. These books were either bought by me, given as a present, or bought second hand. So I've a eclectic I should say, different kind of amount of books here, and there's 8 in total, and I'm going to start with Kevin Wilson's The Family Fang. Now this is based around a couple called Caleb and Camille, and their daughter and son. And Caleb and Camille are going around the country, kind of like a nomadic kind of existence, putting on family performances. The children grow up and decide to leave home and get away from it all, and then life events happen and they have to go back to their parents. And their parents decide to put on one last performance, and this decides whether it's more important, whether family is more important or whether the act is more important. And I think it's kind of like a very unique take on family drama. The second book is Anita Shreve's Testimony, and I picked this one up in Oxfam, and it actually cost me €5.50, and it's about teenagers at a school, and there's an incident where I think it's at a New England boarding school, and a sex scandal breaks, and it's the aftermath of the sex scandal and the parents and teenagers and teachers etc. involved. So the third book is Beth Goby, and it's Broken Wings. Beth Goby also wrote The Lottery. I haven't read it, but it's on the blurb at the front. And this book centres around Adrian, who's 15. 2 years previously, Adrian survived a near death when she had a brain aneurysm. She's sent to live with her aunt during the summer to help out at her aunt's summer school, and there she meets 5 women who are dead, I think it is. She has visions with five women characters, and they sort of bring to light some mystery that happened at the camp years ago, and it involves her aunt. So it's kind of a mystery, supernatural, I suppose, book. It's a lovely cover actually. I'll show you the cover, because it's kind of an emerald green and gold. It's very atmospheric and almost Christmassy. I might put it on my December TPR just because it looks kind of Christmas. Wicked Autumn, and it has a beautiful autumnal cover, and it's by G.M. Mallier, and it's based around Max. Yeah, Max Tudor has adopted well to life as a vicar in an English village. He originally worked in MI5, and he's trying to escape his past until a well-known village figure is found dead. So it's obviously a murder mystery. I'm not actually sure if this is one of a series of books. I picked it up in the discount bookshop The Works in England, and as you can see it was 3 for £5, so that I just thought it was worth a go, and I'm looking forward to it. And the next book is a gift from a friend who lent it to me to read, and it is Anthony Horowitz, and it's Moriarty. Sherlock Holmes is dead, and it starts off where Sherlock Holmes and his nemesis Moriarty fall into the Rhinebeck Falls, and they are doomed to their death. And a Pinkerton comes from the United States to investigate it, to see if Sherlock is really dead, and to also follow a crime kind of syndicate that are very vicious across Europe. And he is joined in his quest by Scotland Yard's, I'll just check, Athenley Jones, who comes from London to investigate it. This, I think, might be the second of a series of books written by Anthony Horowitz, I think, because on the back it says, "Praise for the House of Silk. Enthusiastically replicating the spirit, style, suspense and atmosphere of Conan Doyle's stories, this skillfully crafted homage is an irresistible read." The Sunday Times. So I think House of Silk may have come first, but I don't own it, so I won't be able to read it yet, and I think I'm going to just jump in and read Moriarty anyway. But if anybody has read House of Silk and they've enjoyed it, could you let me know, because I might put it on my Christmas wish list. Book is J.K. Rowling's The Casual Vacancy. This book is out a while, and it's actually a hardback version of it that I got. I'm sure it'll be out in paperback at this stage. It was $7.99 on offer in Easton's, and it's based on Barry, a 40-something-year-old who lives in an idyllic village. But of course nothing is ever really idyllic, and he dies and leaves a place vacant on the parish council, and there ensues a, I suppose, race to the top, and brings out old rivalries. So I'm looking forward to that. Funnily enough, in my book haul I actually have a second Anita Shreve. I bought this one, I think second hand as well, thing about this second hand in Oxfam. It's The Pilot's Wife, and it's based on this couple, and they live in New England, and he's a pilot and his plane goes down, and there ensues obviously national and international media attention. And the airline that he works for, basically their representative moves in with his widow almost immediately, and I think the idea behind it is it's hard to know whether he's there really for the widow and her family, or whether he's there to protect the company and from lawsuits, I suppose, in the future. It sounds very different, and I think it's a kind of more of a family drama. It's Stephen King's on writing, and it's a memoir of the craft. Part biography, part collection of tips for an aspiring writer by The Guardian. Now this is actually a very well known book amongst creative writers circles, I think, and I didn't have my own copy. I did rent it years ago from a library when I was in a creative writing group, and I remember thinking, God, I must buy myself this. I would love to get back into creative writing this autumn, winter, and that's why I bought it. So I just thought I'd include it in case any of you would like to look it up. So that is my book haul, and thank you for listening in. And if you have read any of these books, or have any comments of any books that you think I would like to get in the future when I give up my book buying ban, because I'm going to have to have one soon, but that's another day's talk. It'd be great to hear from you guys. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.